Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and remember guys, this is for adults. Guys, don't forget to check me out on Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest. You can find all the photos that you want of these videos. What's up, you guys? This is ZacJacDan back with another Every Super7 video. This time we're talking about Every Super7 Ultimates Thundercats. If you guys hadn't already done so, get on over to Big Bad Toy Store, link in the description or in the card above, and get your pre-orders in for your Super7 Ultimates Thundercats figures. So here's Series 1 with Panthro, Lynx-o, Mumm-ra, and Jackalman. And you can see here what the pending boxes were going to look like, with the red box, the black slipcover. There was no name on the front, just Thundercats. And of course this is not the box that they ended up going with. We'll see the real box later. So here's Lynx-o with all of the accessories, with the Sword of Omens, the claw shield with Sword of Omens, alternate claw shield with Sword of Omens, interchangeable hands, interchangeable head, and Book of Omens. So here's the front and the back of the Lynx-o box. You can read the little write-up on it if you want to pause it here. Here's the slip cover on and off on the side of the box with nothing on it. And again, you notice that this package is actually black instead of red like the prototype showed. And it does say Lynx-o on the bottom where you can see it under that slip cover. And here's the Lynx-o mailer box and the slip cover package. And I'd like to give you some comparisons of what the original LJNs look like. So here was the original LJN Lynx-o with his Sword of Omens and his light up effect and his claw shield. So here is Mumm-ra with his posable fabric cape and the wire insert, his plastic cape, his staff, his Sword of Plundar, his Book of Omens repaint, his Thundarium urn, his Rosencrantz medallion, and his interchangeable head. And here is the Mumm-ra mailer box and slipcover package. Here's the front and the back of the package with the slipcover off. Again, you can read up on Mumm-ra right there if you want to, if you pause it. And here's the slipcover on and off, and the package from the side. So here was the original LJN Mumm-ra figure, and it was a mail away. You had to get 2 proofs of purchase to send it in. You had the staff there, very limited articulation of course. And there's the box that it came in. Alright, so here's our Panthro figure with his nunchucks with real chain, his spinning nunchucks, his thundrometer, his key of Thundera, his wrench, welding gun, goggles, detonator, communicator, interchangeable hands, interchangeable head, all those good accessories. So here there's the mailer for Panthro and the Panthro out of package front side, or in package I should say. And here's the back of the package and the slip cover on top. Yeah, if you want to pause it here and read what Panthro's package says, you can. And here's that original LJN Panthro with his nunchucks. So here's Jackalman. He comes with a club, an axe, mutant net gun, a mutant gun, interchangeable hands and head. Here's Jackalman's mailer box in the front of his package as well, with the slipcover off. And there's a slipcover on top of it, in the back of the package. And again, if you want to pause it and read that. And so here's that original Jackalman Evil Mutant. It did come with a club and his sash or vest or whatever you want to call that across his arm there. So with that Wave 1 release, they realized that there was two problems, one with Panthro and one with Jackalman. And they remedied that by sending us a new set of shorts for Panthro that were the right color, and a new upper chest area for the right color neck fur on Jackalman. And along with that, they gave us an extra head for Panthro and extra guns for Jackalman. And they called it a Thundercats booster pack, free of charge, sent it to the people who had pre-ordered it. And it came with some instructions for Panthro's shorts replacements, which my son and I did over on Zach Legend's channel if you want to see how it was done. And it was not easy to replace those shorts. So again, there's that booster pack, the instructions, and everything that came in the kit. And here's a comparison of what it would have looked at before and after. So your original Panthro came with the light blue shorts, but they wanted to give us the dark blue shorts to match what it was supposed to look like. And then with Jackalman, you can see his neck has actually got the brown color on the new version on the right versus the orange color that was all the way around the neck. Here's all four of Series 1 in package. Here's all four with their slipcovers on. There's all four back of the packages. And here's all four mailer boxes from this Series 1. Alright, so let's talk about what happened before Super 7 did the Thundercats. So we had something called Matty Collector, which was Mattel's website for pre-orders, and it was a grouping called Third Earth that you were going to pre-order these figures from. And so they did release these 5 figures in their Wave 1. And as you see, they're the same figures that we just got in our Super 7 Ultimates Wave 1, except for one, which is Pumyra, which will be in Wave 2 we'll talk about later. So here are your packages for those Matty Collector figures in the Third Earth. I just want to kind of give you another comparison for what we came from. So there's your Jackalman and your Mumm-ra. And there's your Lynx-o, Panthro, and Pumyra. But what also came from this was the exclusive 2-pack with the Wily Kit, Wily Cat on their surfboards, which we still have not seen Super 7 do yet, which we are excited to see one of these days, hopefully. So here is the mailer boxes for each one of those. Again, there's all those packages together. Backs of the packages with beautiful artwork they had. And then the sides of the package with some nice artwork as well. So coming out after Wave 1 as a Big Bad Toy Store exclusive, we have the glow-in-the-dark Thundercats Ultimates Mumm-ra figure. $49.99 will arrive in January 2021. And he will come with a posable fabric cape, a wire insert, plastic cape, staff, Sword of Plundar, Book of Omens, Thundarium Urn, Rosencrantz Medallion, and interchangeable head. And here he is looking like he is glowing, and the package glows as well. And so here is the actual mailer box. Shows Mumm-ra Evil Glow. There's the slip cover over top. Got that shine to it. There's the back of the slip cover and the actual figure in package. So jumping on over to Series 2. Series 2, we have Grune, we have Tigra, Mumm-ra, and Pumyra. Now Pumyra was part of the original Matty collector. We had 5 that came in that one. The first series of the Ultimates was part of that 5, so those 4 plus Pumyra made that original 5 that we got with the Matty collector. So if you guys collected that Matty collector, y'all might have skipped out on the first wave, I don't know. But really excited about this one. It's interesting, the size differentiation. Mumm-ra is huge compared to the other ones, and he does come with Mumm-mutt. And the interesting thing is his price did go up on his. However, Pumyra's, as small as she is, and with just little accessories that she has, did not go down. So, thought they would have maybe compensated for the fact that one is smaller than the other and just kept the price the same for Mumm-ra, but they did not. So here's Grune. Comes with the club, brass knuckles, seal of Grune, broken seal of Grune, broken sword of omens, alternate armor with Thundercats logo, alternate head, and alternate hands. And there was the image of the PowerCon prototype they showed us off back in. The PowerCon was back in 2018, and they also showed off a Jaga figure, which we'll see later. So here is his front, back, and side views. So here's Grune and his LJN card with his accessories he came with. And there is that 2018 PowerCon Grune and Jaga figures. So they teased us back in 2018 that we were getting Thundercats, and they delivered on that definitely to us. Next we have Tigra. Tigra comes with a solid whip, string whip, retractable whip, alternate head, alternate hands. I love the fact that they give so many options for that whip like that. Of course, that's what makes it Ultimates. So here's the Tiger figure from all angles. And here's that LJN Tiger figure in package, and with his whip. Next we have the Mumm-ra, the Ever Living. It comes with the key of Thundera, mighty gyroscope regulator, extended sword of Plundar, Mumm-mutt, soft cape, alternate head, alternate hands. And again, he is oversized. Here is his different side views, front, back, rear, side, all that good stuff. And again, this figure is going to be massive, so that is awesome. There is the original LJN figure with a light up effect on his back, his swords, his knife, his hood. And there's Mumm-mutt as a companion on the card by himself. But there was another version out there that came with Mumm-ra and Ravage instead of Mumm-mutt, is what it was called back then. And then here is Pumyra. So the one on the far left is the one from the Matty collector, the Third Earth collection, compared to what we're getting now. So yes, the face sculpt is different. Looks like the brown costume that she had, who knows, could have been just the pictures. But the Super 7 looks like it's a more shiny, whereas the Third Earth was more of a dull brown. Who knows? Here's what she comes with: new legs, sling and with bombs, belt, totem of Dara, glaive, alternate head, alternate hands. So again, for her to be the same price, as small as she is with these accessories, it actually surprised me the price stayed the same. Here's all her side views. And here's that LJN Pumyra, her coming with her sling. So So that is Series 2. From Super 7, here are some of the prototypes of Wave 2. So here is the Mumm-ra and Mumm-mutt figure. And all the weapons and hands and stuff that you're going to get with it. 2 different head sculpts, it looks like, hopefully. And here's the rest of that Wave 2 with Tigra, Pumyra, and Grune. Interesting that Pumyra appears to be coming with the least amount of things of anybody. So here's your nice size comparison of these new Mumm-ra the Ever Living and how big that package is going to be. And again, this is Wave 2 and we have not gotten this yet. There are the images of what the package should come with and what they look like. These did come out of the old Mattel factory, so that's why they're taking so long. Whereas Wave 3, which we've already got in hand, everybody but Cheetara, which we'll talk about later, we've already got in hand, so Wave 3 actually beat Wave 2. And some more shots of them in package showing that they're not the final sample yet. They're swapped forearms on the Mumm-ra, it looks like. So that's why it kind of has not came to us yet, maybe. So announced at Toy Fair 2020, Series 3 of the Thundercats Ultimates, which gives us Jaga, Slithe, Cheetara, and Captain Cracker. There's a prototype image of what the Cheetara was going to look like in package. So here they were showing off at a convention, showing all the different head sculpts and accessories. Here's Cheetara. Got multiple accessories here. Got a communicator open and closed, multiple hands, her staff opened and closed, or whatever you want to call it, and an alternate head. Some more close-up shots from that convention showing those head sculpts and the accessories she comes with, not painted. Here's a better look at those accessories she will come with, the head sculpts. Again, here's that shot of the package and the slipcover that looks like Cheetara should be coming with. Alright, so here's the 2 different versions of the LJN Cheetara, one by herself and one with Wily Kit. And here were the prototype images of these figures before they got painted. So your Jaga and your Cheetara. Jaga with 3 different head sculpts here. It's Blanket. And then your Slithe with his different weapons and heads, and also Captain Cracker with his 2 different heads and 2 different birds. So again, we already saw the image on the left with the Series 2 package, but here's a comparison with what Series 3 package we're going to look like with it, and the comparison in size. So here was the Slithe figure with 2 different axes, a mace on a stick, and the 2 different head sculpts. So again, close up from that convention, showing that head sculpt off better. Showing those accessories off that he comes with. Front and back of the mailer box. Front and back of the slipcover. And front and back of the package itself. There's your little write-up on slide if you want to read it. Now, this is the amazing part, is that this slide box was huge. Look how deep it is. And here's your LJN Slithe figure, Evil Mutant. Comes with just an axe. Alright, so here's our Jaga, and at first they only showed us 2 heads. Got the long and the short sword and the plastic cape. There it was at the convention, showing off that bald head. And close over that too. There's some nice shots from, I think, Toy Bro, of the figure with the soft goods cape on. So there is the shipper box and the slipcover off. Slipcover on in the back of the slipcover. Package front and back. You got the little write-up on Jaga there, and you can see that it does actually come with 3 head sculpts. And he's got that blanket as well in that hand. And here's our LJN Jaga with the helmet, the sword, and the soft cape. Alright, next we got Captain Cracker. Captain Cracker come with 2 different parrots, 2 different head sculpts, multiple hands, and a sword and a wrench. There's a set of wings. You can see his peg leg, his eye patch, his whiskers. There's the mailer box and the slipcover. Slipcover on, front and back. Figure in package, and you can see he does come with 2 different birds instead of having the extra set of wings that we thought we was going to get. You can read that right up on the back of the package there as well if you pause it. And here's the old LJN Captain Cracker with his sword. So like I said, this was supposed to be our wave 3, which ended up being our wave 2, which ended up not being complete because Cheetara did not ship out because of some issues that were going on with the figure. So we'll get her later. There's all 4 figures in that wave 3. And all 4 packages. And hopefully Cheetara will look a little different because I think they're going to give us something extra with her whenever they send her, since she's going to be late. So here's your Series 4 teaser with the Snowman of Hook Mountain. And then there's the whole wave. Got another mutant, Monkian. Got Linx-o. And Pumyra. So this was actually supposed to release March of 2021. And we're that far behind now with the Thundercats that we haven't gotten this yet. So there's all 4 figures. You can see the size comparisons and everything. And most of you are probably looking at the guy with the patch thinking, who is that? I don't know who that is. And I thought the same thing. We'll get into who that is. So first off, with a Thundercat himself, we have Linx-o, the wise old warrior and great seer without sight. He's got a tile from the fountain of healing water, a light shield, as well as an alternate head and hands. And then another board there, that brown board, I'm not sure what that is. I guess it's his control board he used. So there is the slipcover. Here's the old LJN figure. And as you see, there was an alternate LJN figure with the light up eyes. So I think it would actually be kind of cool if they gave us 2 more alternate heads, one with light up eyes and one with light up ears. That'd be really nice, but probably not going to happen now. And then how about, since he was the pilot of the Thunderstrike, let's just kind of give us a most wanted list here of things we'd like to see. Since we've got the Thundertank coming, which we'll talk about later, how about the Thunderstrike as well? Alright, so here's one of our mutants. You got Monkian. He's got his cannon shield, his mace, his blaster, as well as an alternate head and hands. There's your slipcover. You can see Monkian there. Looking really good. Here's the old LJN Monkian figure with his mace and his helmet. And of course Monkian would have had the mutant Skycutter, so another most wanted list. Would it be awesome to see a mutant Skycutter figure vehicle here for Monkian. Alright, so here's our mystery man. His name is Pumm-Ra. So who is Pumm-Ra? Mumm-ra's short-lived Thunderian alter ego. Pumm-ra, the clandestine supervillain, comes with a wrapped sword of omens, a communicator, alternate head and hands, claw shield, and a soft goods robe. Also included is an additional snarling Mumm-ra head that is scaled to fit to the previously released Mumm-ra the Ever Living. So that's cool that we're going to get that larger scale Pumm-ra head as well. There's a slipcover. And here is actually what he looked like in the episode. So again, I don't remember this episode, but this is very, very vague here, and might be interesting for our collection. Alright, so next we got Snowman. His third earth dwelling, ice weapon wielding behemoth size Thundercat ally, it's Snowman of Hook Mountain. Snowman includes a collection of icy weapon, 2 sets of alternate hands, and a special helmeted head. Unfortunately, no Snow Meow with Snowman. So there's that slipcover. You can see that nice face sculpt there. Here's what he came with as LJN, with a shield, his helmet, and his spear, or staff, whatever you call it. And here is Snow Meow, so maybe one day we'll get a Snow Meow. There was a tiny figure of Snowman with Snow Meow back in the day. So that's all 4 from this wave. Loose. All 4 with their accessories. And all 4 in package. Renderings of their package, I should say. And their slipcovers. So here are some prototypes of this wave 4. Not painted, of course. And here's a few of them that are shown painted. You can see some of wave 2 and 3 in package, which again we have gotten wave 3 now, except for Cheetara. But there is you a nice comparison on sizes and some paints for most of them. And guys, if y'all love Silverhawks, you've got to love that Monstar figure over there and what size he is. That is awesome. So there's your Snowman, Pumyra, and Linx-o. Again, here's a video of that section there with the figures from wave 4 and the Monstar. We did get the Thundertank revealed. Gonna be $450 plus shipping. Glow in the dark eyes. This thing is massive. There he is compared to the original version there. And here's some shots of it that Brian Flynn showed off to ZacJacDan in his interview. So here's Lynx-o and Panthro in the Thundertank. You see the claws are up, the mouth is wide open. A little shot of the artwork for the package. And a close-up of that picture. Here you see Panthro with his Samoflans is coming with his Thundertank. So he can have a tool to work on the Thundertank. And there is the box itself. Again, we talked about the artwork. There's the top of the Thundertank with the clear dome over top. Another angle with the clear dome. You see the Thundranium there that's coming with it. Back of the tank. Side of the tank with the hardcover on top. There's your size, 27 inches long, 17 inches wide. All the pieces that are going to come with this thing. So here's a nice turnaround here showing the bay open, the top come off, the cannon go in. Claws are up, mouth's wide open. You see the seats all around there, so you can sit multiple Thundercats in the tank. And everything coming back out, closing back up. There's a nice shot of Joe Amaro's drawing, scaled with Lynx-o and Panthro behind the scenes. A Bayart's design sheet for the Thundertank itself as well. So really cool to see that. So here was our tease. It was revealed to us about a week and a half ago. They actually pushed it out due to some issues with some weapons or something, I guess, for the photo shoot that they were doing. And instead they revealed the TMNT party wagon as a reveal last week. So hopefully you guys have gotten out there and gotten that pre-ordered if you want it. $450 for that party wagon. But here's the tease we got for the Thundercats Wave 5. And the majority of us knew that this was the more mirror dimension Lynx-o figure. And so here are all 4 of the figures in the wave with all their accessories. All 4 of them in front of the lair. And you notice that Vultureman is huge. So that's kind of interesting how big he's going to be. So here's our Bengali. Comes with the anvil, the hammer, the forged sword, multiple hands, 2 different head sculpts, and then the forging table there. There he is in package, what it's going to look like rendered. Slip cover on top with the Thundercats logo on the front there. Here he is forging that sword, so that's pretty awesome looking. So one of the few survivors from Thundera, the honorary Thundercat Bengali, is such a skilled blacksmith that he can reforge the Sword of Omens. This 7-inch scale, fully articulated Thundercats Ultimates figure of Bengali features premium decoration, interchangeable heads and hands, as well as multiple accessories including the Hammer of Thundera and a forged Sword of Omens. Adept at both wielding and fabricating weapons, the Thundercats Ultimates figure of Bengali would be an invaluable addition to your collection. For his heads, he has neutral and fierce. For his hands, he has open hands, fist gripping hands with a vertical hinge, and gripping hands with the horizontal hinge. Again, the Hammer of Thundera, the Sword of Omens forged, an anvil, a pedestal, and a piece of ore. So that's interesting there. So there's another shot of him holding his hammer, and in package. And all those accessories again, with the slipcover for Bengali. Here's the LJN version of Bengali with his big hammer. Next we have Captain Hammerhand from our Pirates section. Got 2 different head sculpts, his gun. We'll go over all the weapons and everything, the accessories that he comes with here. This will be a nice villains group to build here. Here he is in his slipcover here with the villains cover on that slipcover, and nice shot of him with the hand closed. So Hammerhead is an evil, half human, half robot pirate who has a huge cybernetic arm and eats unicorns. Does it get any more metal than that? So this 7-inch scale, fully articulated Thundercats Ultimates figure of Hammerhand features interchangeable heads and hands and multiple accessories including his net gun. So that's cool. One look at the made-to-order Thundercats Ultimates Hammerhand figure shows why, when leading his berserkers, Hammerhand fears no opponent. So it'd be really cool to get all these berserkers. So 2 interchangeable heads, one neutral, one angry. His hands are fist hands, gripping hands, trigger, figure hand, and open hand. Then he has his robotic hand, which is open hand and closed fist. He has that net gun we talked about and 2 pouches. And some more shots of all the accessories and the picture of the package rendering and slipcover rendering for Captain Hammerhand. And the LJN version of Hammerhand from front and back there. Alright, here's our mirror dimension, our mirror Lynx-o. Got that orange color to him, 2 different heads, multiple shield gloves there, a couple swords and hands. We'll talk about all those accessories. You see the figure in package or the rendering of it. There's the slipcover, and you do see this is a villain's slipcover. And the Lynx-o here with his glove on his hand and holding a sword. Notice this one is pinless. Our original Lynx-o that we got was not pinless. This one is, so they've actually remedied that for us. So it has my strength, my cunning. It is my equal in every way. Lynx-o finds out the hard way that an evil mirror image of himself might be his toughest opponent yet. This 7-inch fully articulated Thundercats Ultimates figure of Mirror Lynx-o comes with the telltale red costume, along with interchangeable heads and hands, as well as multiple accessories, including 2 different Swords of Omens and 4 different claw shields. With all new tooling, Mirror Lynx-o features pinless elbows and knees, as we talked about. We're often our own worst enemies, but in Lynx-o's case, that's definitely literally true. You're not seeing double, but you will want to see the Thundercats Ultimates Lynx-o mirror figure reflected in your collection. Accessories again with the head, you got your neutral and fierce. Your hands, you have expressive hands, fist hands, sword gripping hand, vertical and horizontal. Your Sword of Omens extended and dagger form. And then your claw shields, you got an open hand belt storage one, an open hand one, a fist one, and a claw with posable grappling hook. So that right there is pretty awesome that we're getting that. More shots of Mirror Dimension Lynx-o with all of his accessories and head sculpt and in package rendering. And the slipcover, and of course you see that he is a villain. And here we are with another one of our mutants. We got Vultureman, and again I talked about Vultureman and the fact that this guy's actually pretty large. So that's pretty cool that we're going to get a larger scale Vultureman like we're getting. You see all his accessories here he comes with. We'll talk about those in a minute. You see him in package. With the slipcover, another villain. And here he is with a nice shot of him holding a weapon and a canister of some sort, mouth wide open. Most of the mutants are not exactly the brightest bulbs, but Vultureman is the exception, and he knows it. An opportunist to the core, he won't hesitate to pursue his own ends at the expense of his dim-witted, unappreciative cohorts. This 7-inch scale, fully articulated Thundercats Ultimates figure of Vultureman features premium decoration, interchangeable heads and hands, as well as veritable toolkit of accessories. Vultureman definitely thinks he'd probably be better off alone, but once you see the Thundercats Ultimates Vultureman figure, you're going to want to thwart his dream and add him to your collection. Accessories with your heads, you get your neutral and your fierce. Your hands are open hands, weapon hands, gripping hands. And also you got a claw staff, the shifter, mutant gun, voice imitator, super potion, screwdriver, wrench, pliers, and goggles. Some more shots of Vultureman with all his accessories and his head sculpt, package rendering, and the slipcover. And here's the LJN Vultureman. All 4 figures for this Wave Loose, Wave 5 Super 7 Thundercat Ultimates, and all 4 in package with their slipcovers, renderings. And here are all of the Super 7 Wave 1 through 5 and the exclusive Loose. So my wish list, the most wanted of course, would be Wily Cat and Snarf. So those are definites that we have to get. And of course this is a package image of what Matty Collector did for the twins. So some more most wanted, since we've already talked about Snarf, how about his family with Oswald, Snarfer, Egbert, female Snarf, and Snarfra. Jumping over to some other good guys, we got the Hachiman, Wizra, you got your Thermagar, and your Mandora, and then of course how about a Spirit of Jaga, and the Burbles. For the villains, well, you got your Captain Shiner, your Demolisher, and your Safari Joe. And how about the rest of the Berserkers with Cruncher, Ram Bam, and Top Spinner? You got some villains like Mongar, Rataro, and Driller. And then how about your Lunatics with Aloro, Amok, Chilla, Luna, Tugmug, and Red Eye. For our vehicles or playsets, how about the Cat's Lair? We got the Mutant Tank, how about that? Fist Pounder. Goblin, it definitely would be a cool one to have, and then the Nosediver. And speaking of Cat's Lair, there was a rendering done from Magnus Creative for the Cat's Lair for Super 7, so I wonder what this thing would cost if our Thundertank was $500. And here's all of those Thundercats so far, and the villains. And of course this does include the Matty Collector Twins. You guys excited for all these Thundercats? Because I sure am.
So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave any kind of comments. Hit that notification bell so you're aware of any new videos that I have. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that thumbs up. Leave any kind of comments about what you think about the Super 7 Ultimates. If you're going to hit them up, you're going to let them go. What you think about Thundercats. I know I love the Thundercats. We'll see. Talk to you guys later.
Guys, don't forget to check me out on Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest. You can find all the photos that you want for these videos.